We have the Ed on the line right now. Let's check in with his saga right now. The Ed, happy Memorial Day. How are you, sir?
Hey, happy times to you.
Yes, yes. How's everything going for you there, the Ed?
No, they're not too good right now. Well, I'm outside. I'm standing outside, and I got a beer in one hand, and my son got me a grill, and I'm cooking.
Wow, that's terrific. Good for you. So you're starting the summer off on the right foot there. Of course, yeah, it's nice to get outside and have a little barbecue and everything else. But last we spoke to you last week, it was then week 2 of you 2 weeks ago now. I think it was exactly 2 weeks ago to this day. A woman came up to you in the park, gave you $20, said, please watch my kid here for a second, my little baby, 6-month-old or whatever the baby was. And she just left you with this baby, and ever since then, you'd been taking care of the baby, and I told you really need to give that baby to the authorities or else you're going to get into some legal trouble. You had been continuing to take care of this baby, feeding this baby salsa and Mountain Dew and stuff like that, and I told you that wasn't a good idea.
Stuff? How do you know all that?
You told me that. You came on this radio show and told me, and anybody, the 7 to 18 people who are listening around Pittsburgh probably heard you say it too.
Well, I don't have the baby no more. They came and got him.
Oh my God, is that right, Ed? Tell me the story.
Well, on what was it? What's today? Today is Tuesday.
Right.
I think it was Thursday night. A man came over in a car. Him and another woman, and then they came and they knocked on the door, and my son answered it, and he said, "Daddy, you need to go to the door. The people here to talk with you." I said, "I don't know him. I don't want to talk with him." He said, "Yeah, I think you need to go talk to him." So I put the baby down because the baby was playing around, you know, hollering and doing the things he does. And
she does. It's a girl.
Yeah, that's what he does. And they said, we understand you got a baby. I said, well, you probably understand right. And they said, well, the baby's not yours, is it? And I said, well, I didn't have the baby, but I was given the baby. And so they told me they was with some kind of representative of the state, and they needed to take the baby. And I looked around the corner, and they had a police car over there.
Oh, good. I was about to ask you, did they show you some sort of badge or proof that they were who they said they were?
Well, that's what they said. And I told them, well, the baby was too young to be getting arrested, but I didn't want no bad stuff to happen to the baby.
No. Yeah, I'm sure that's not what they had in mind.
They said that they knew who the mother was, that actually what happened, the mother is in the jail right now.
Wow. For
what? I don't know what she was doing, but... Couldn't have been good if she was gone this long, because, you know, sometimes you get locked up. They just hold you for a day or so, and then they let you right out. But if you did something bad, they're gonna keep you. So she must have been something bad. And now,
well, by the way, can I ask you real quick, have you ever been in jail yourself or even, like you say, hold you for a day or two? You ever had to do that?
Yeah, of course.
Well, of course. I mean, I've never had to do that.
You never been to the jail?
No, of course not. I keep my nose clean.
Well, you don't really live then, because listen, you have to sometime go there. You don't want to. You got to just go there and just see what happens. You should see.
Oh, that's interesting. So you even chose to go there.
You should see this fire I got going. It's burning up this meat.
Well, be careful there. Be careful. Well, you know, we were talking about that, as a matter of fact, at the start of the show, in honor of summertime, we were talking, what's the best kind of food to throw on the grill, and also, what's the best flavor ice cream, too? What's the best thing to grill up on the fire there?
I like steaks and pork chops, and sometimes I like chicken, and sometimes I like hamburger, and sometimes I like ham, and sometimes I like bacon, and sometimes I like hamburgers, and sometimes cheeseburgers.
Well, I see. So, all right. So you've narrowed it down there. And what kind of what's your favorite ice cream flavor?
Well, ice cream, that's a sweet spot to me. You know what you're talking about when you say that, because my favorite kind of ice cream is the kind that have different kind of ice creams in it. It's got a red kind and a chocolate and a white kind. Napoleon.
Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah. What do they call that again? Yeah. That's right. Well, it's chocolate and vanilla and strawberry usually, right?
Yeah. The red kind. It's got red and brown and white. And you just mix it all up in a little bowl, and it mash all together. Tastes real good.
Now, Ed. By the way, apropos of nothing we're speaking of here, but when you it reminded me, I know you're a big boxing fan, and by the way, I want to talk a little bit more about this baby and your emotions, but quickly, I want to know what you think, because you're a big boxing guy. What do you think about this UFC stuff? Have you ever watched any of it?
The cage fighting?
Yeah, the two guys, they fight in their underpants, basically, and a lot of people are saying that boxing is dead and this is the new sport to watch.
Well, I mean, that stuff was just catching on when I was back in Las Vegas, and I watched it. We actually watched it on a paid TV this weekend.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, my son, he ordered it, and he had a couple fellas come over, and they was playing cards and watching that show. And we seen the black man, he won, Jackson.
Yeah, Rampage Jackson. He beat Chuck Liddell. I don't know much about the sport, so you like it. I thought you were, because you're such a diehard boxing fan, I thought you might resent the UFC, but no, you like it, huh?
I like any time you get a fight going on.
I see.
Anytime you get a good scrap or a good horse race, I'm there.
Now, how did you, by the way...
Just like with the Michael Vick. Ain't nothing wrong with them fighting them dogs like that. That's a fight.
Well, it's against the law. That's what's wrong with it.
Well, I don't know about that. But, I mean, them things, all they do is they just bite each other. They ain't biting no people. As long as it don't hurt people, it don't hurt nothing.
Well, I mean, like I say, I don't think our nation's laws would agree with that. But anyway, Ed, though, so let's talk about this baby business here. What does this mean? So they came, they took, as you called her, baby girl. You didn't give her a proper name, but you called her baby girl. What was it like? Did you take a moment to say goodbye to her? Was it sad? Did you cry a little bit, or what happened?